There we go. Hey, fellow travelers, Mark and the birthday girl, Jocelyn.
Hey.
And we want to do a little live to see how your summer travels are going, but also let you know what we've been up to. And also talk about some of the fun things that we've been seeing with travel this summer and some of the crazy stuff and all kinds of fun things. But Jocelyn will be turning 29 again this year.
Eric B.
Oh, that's Eric
Thank you. He said happy 28th birthday.
Eric B, but you're
Jocelyn.
off by your 29th. 29th. We have that there. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We both need a drink, huh?
That's right.
Because we're not fibbing at all.
Drink every time. Hey,
That's
Quinn,
it.
thanks, buddy. Oh, you should say thank you. I'm just sitting
Thank
here.
you all. I appreciate the birthday wishes. So is that our Miss Darlene? Probably not. I doubt it.
So
just have a great day with her, though.
Yeah, we did. So it's been the start of the summer has been quite exciting for us. We spent about 3.5 weeks in Europe. We were in northern Italy, southern France, a bit of Spain, then was back in Portugal visiting friends and family there.
Don't forget Monaco and Andorra.
Monaco and Andorra. So we got all kinds of new stuff.
Monaco was really cool because we happened to be there on the Wednesday before the Formula One race?
No, the
Thursday.
No, it was a Friday? Thursday or Friday?
Thursday before. And the whole town, all you heard was bzzz, bzzz, and it was really cool.
But they made sure they made it really difficult for you to see anything because they blacked everything out with tarps and everything.
But what we didn't know and we didn't figure out until it was pretty much time to go was that you could actually buy tickets to just go in and watch. I don't know if it's the time trials or whatever. You did know?
I knew we could get tickets.
Hateful.
I'm sorry. I mean, I know you like.
I didn't figure it out till we'd been there a few hours, and I saw a ticket booth, and I was like, "Well, dang, we should have done that."
Yeah, we came in. There's a ticket book. We walked through.
I was kind of just trying not to get hit by the Countach driving down the road. I mean, oh my gosh, y'all, the cars. So yeah, they're really beautiful vehicles.
Yeah, Monaco. There's a lot of money in Monaco, and I say if you go to the F1, there's a lot of people that want to go and show off too. So it was. You saw a lot of interesting fashion choices.
Were those fashion choices or lingerie choices?
Both, I think.
It was just such a cool thing, though. And when we were leaving, we scooted out of the train station, and it's way up on a hill, and so you could look down and you could just see the cars go by, but really far down the hill. I wouldn't even be able to tell you whose car or whatever, but it was really neat to see that for a minute. I'd love to go back and
we got to where the hairpin turn is, but everything was blocked off, so you couldn't really see anything. But we just got to see some and hear some, and had lunch there and walked around the town, and it was cool.
It was a good day trip.
Yeah, and one thing that was nice is we were back in Nice, staying there, and for years we have not been the biggest fans of Nice.
Because Nice used to really suck.
But they really have
they have cleaned
it up a lot. I was like, hey, I really like this. This is nice. I actually filmed a video on this trip about cities that have changed. That my opinion was this way before, and now it's this. And Nice was one of the ones that's changed my opinion. Or having been there again, because I've been there. I've been there 5 or 6 times, and this time, whoa, I saw a big difference this time.
Well, this time was cool because I actually was appreciating the architecture, and I have a background in architecture and historic architecture, and so I realized that the last time I was there, I was watching my bag and I wasn't watching anything else because I thought I was going to get mugged every 5 minutes,
Oh, and Nice last time
before, yeah. And then this time I felt very comfortable and I was looking around and, it was really nice.
So here's one for you from Rebecca.
Okay. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Jocelyn. I have a question. Did you travel while you were pregnant? We are planning our baby moon to go to the French Riviera. What would you recommend? That is so funny because my cousin was planning a baby moon to the French Riviera. They actually changed it a little bit.
They didn't go to Italy, didn't they?
They're just doing a different trip. But anyway, yes, there is a limit on when you can travel when you're pregnant. You don't want to go in your 3rd trimester. Actually, some airlines won't allow you to travel after a certain date. When you're looking at your weeks, I don't know what the exact one is, but I wouldn't go in your 3rd trimester, partially because you don't want to have a baby on an 8-hour flight over the Atlantic.
Yeah, and
that's not cool.
We had some fellow travelers, some fans of ours. They were traveling around, and they had an emergency premature baby in Finland, and then she was trying to get the visa to stay because the baby was born there. The baby was in the queue, and she was having a hard time getting the visa to stay to be with the baby. So I mean, it's also safety for you as the mom, but also the airlines to worry about their liability. So that's one thing. So like,
so can you travel when you're pregnant? Yes. Yeah. And did I? Yes.
Taught your.
Yeah, but I'm not your OB-GYN, you know. So talk to them about it. But you know what? It wasn't all that bad. The hardest part for me was staying hydrated. So like, I drink a lot of water when I'm at home, but I don't drink a lot of water when I'm traveling. And so that kind of became an issue, especially when you're pregnant. You've got to drink, you know, you have to drink 10 times as much water. It's like, what, 3 times as much water as a normal person. So
I don't know.
Keep that in mind.
I've never been pregnant, so I don't know what the rule is for me. I look pregnant, so maybe I need to triple my water intake. So we had that. Lots of birthday wishes for Miss Jocelyn.
Mm-hmm. Thank you all. I saw one from Ronnie Dove go by.
Yep. For you guys for close to a decade. Oh, thanks, Fonzo.
Oh, thank you.
Linda, thank you. Cool. Eric, another Eric. Oh, 303 Mitch. So,
Madeira or Azores for a couples trip. Which one do you think would be for a first trip to Portugal?
For a first trip to Portugal, Azores is usually the more popular trip that people do. We have like friends, like really tight that actually live in Madeira and are from Madeira. So like, I feel obligated to say Madeira, but I think as a tourist, you probably get the biggest, like the extremes of the
It's also easier to get to, generally speaking, from the U.S. If you're going from the U.S.
I think you can fly from Boston there. There's
a couple of straight shots.
But either one will be good. I think Azores, you probably have more things you'll be doing. Madeira is more of a chill one. So it depends what you lovebirds want to do.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Let's see. Quinn, new countries this year? I don't think I've been to I haven't been to any new countries.
Yes, you did when we went on that.
On the cruise. Right. So yeah, I got
Bonaire. We've been traveling.
Because we haven't done these since we're finally home.
Praise God.
Like literally, it's funny. I don't know. Let me know. Comment where you're watching us from, because I got this software that lets me put it on like Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all these different channels at the same time. Like, oh, cool. So I actually paid for it, and then we've been gone so much I haven't been able to use it.
Yeah, we don't really know, but see those have YouTube play buttons next to them, so I'm guessing.
Darren, 76 month. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Congrats.
I didn't know we've been doing this
one for that long. That's
I know. You're like, oh man, I might as well get my thing in there. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
We didn't go through your new countries.
Oh, well, let me answer this. Thank you very much for the super chat, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron.
Happy birthday, Jocelyn. My mom and I are going to Munich in 6 days. Any non-alcoholic drink recommendations? My mom doesn't like alcohol. So
lemonade.
There's lemonade, but for me, it's Apfelschorle. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's bubbly apple juice. Like, no joke. Like, when I go, that is my default. Like, when I go to the vending machine, I go and because I'm not having beers not all the time, but that's my go-to drink. And if you like apple juice, it's nice. If you like ginger ale, you'll like it. If you like Fanta kind of stuff, you'll like that.
It's just carbonated apple juice, but it's a little less syrupy than apple juice.
So it tastes more healthy and natural, like less, like you don't have that coating on your things. That would be one thing I would definitely have. Like I teach in Vienna sometimes, like every few years I'll teach in Vienna for the summer, and literally at the airport, I go to the little, like, when you get off, there's always like the person like, oh, you want a bite to eat before you go to the taxi? I'm like, yes, I need my Apfelschorle. Yes, like now. So that would be one. And what's cool is like, I mean, here's what's nice about Germany. No one's gonna like make fun if you're not drinking. They're totally cool with that. But the thing is, you have the bubble stuff, so it looks like she's having a Radler, which is like beer and like lemonade or beer and Sprite together. So it looks like she's like just having one with the guys and the gals. So that would be what I'd recommend for you. Ronnie DOVE Jove, the
78
months. Thanks, buddy.
Well done.
You're taking names, buddy. I love it, man. Ronnie, I'm going to be back in Texas in the fall. So hopefully we can do a little meetup when I'm down there, buddy. Jim and Harriet, thank you very much for Jocelyn.
You. That is
30.
Very kind.
You're 30? I got to pull Leo. I got to find somebody else.
Two.
There you go. Thank you.
Back from Nantucket. Oh, nice. I like Nantucket. That was a really great experience for y'all. Very cool.
And so Caleb used to go to sailing camp up there because we have a friend of ours, Mystic Seaport, which is funny because like you're like, oh, sailing camp, it's so fancy. dude, him to go for a week-long sailing camp there, where he stayed there, was cheaper than our local YMCA day camp in the summer.
Really, truly.
I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
We're like, we'll take a trip.
Yeah, we'll take a trip for that.
There was another one here, and I don't know.
We can go to Eric Bromberg. Okay. So, Eric, I'm doing 5 nights in southern Italy, 1 night in Bari, 2 nights in Matera, and 2 nights in Monopoli. Okay, we will not have a car. Any suggested way to do wine tasting? Okay, so you can go on like Via Tour or Airbnb Experiences. Mm-hmm. They actually have them on there that will take you for the day. We use Airbnb Experiences. No, we use Via Tour. We use Via Tour that did a tour because you're going to have time. And if you do one of the wine tours, make sure it's ones that will take you to Alberto Bello. That's the one that has like the conical, the cone head buildings.
Yeah,
the conicals.
Those were really cool. But I loved Matera. That was really neat. We went to Bari. We went to Matera. That was a great trip. Yeah. I love Puglia. And there's not a lot of tourists outside of Italians. We saw a couple people who were like English, maybe.
Yeah, because when are you going? That doesn't say where you're going. So the Italians go down there big time in August, and I've always said it's a good alternative to the Amalfi Coast because it doesn't have anywhere near as many tourists, and you have more. It's more open. Whereas the Amalfi, you're on the hills and kind of smushed
crowded in.
This is great. And what's cool, Matera, in the evening when the day tours are gone, you really feel like you're back in time. It's such a cool city.
Yeah, it is really neat. New countries. Bonaire.
Oh yeah, Bonaire. St. Vincent the Grenadines. Love St. Vincent the Grenadines. Definitely going back there.
The Grenadines were really
The Grenadines,
cool.
yeah. Grenadines were St. Vincent.
Yeah, that was or Bequia. It depends on where you're from.
Yeah.
People call it Bequia or Bequia. Anyway, that was our favorite. And it was just this sleepy little island. We went
I'd go back. I tell friends now, go.
Yeah.
Just chill.
That was really cool. What else? Barbados was new.
Yeah, Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago. Mm-hmm. So, and those are ones. So I've got those videos because in the summertime people don't go there. So I'm going to wait to put those out until November. People Mark.
When people are planning
for their Caribbean Christmas, cruises. New Year's, spring break kind of stuff, we're going to put those out then. Because right now, when you get into hurricane season, people are usually kind of scared to go. Though Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, they're not in, and Cayman Islands, they are not in the tornado or the hurricane belt.
Caymans are.
The Caymans aren't.
Oh no, they're not. I was thinking of Turks.
Yeah, Turks.
Yeah, they're outside the hurricane belt, so they're usually. I mean, you can't say it's always perfect, right?
Yeah, no, they do have them sometimes,
but it's very rare. And we had a wonderful time. That was a really good trip.
Oh, you got that one. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday from Seattle. My 40th on the 4th. Billy, are you still lying about your age so you can get into the clubs? Come on, buddy. Happy early birthday, Barley.
We were just talking about how I really miss going dancing in the clubs. And if I did it now, people would look at me like, what are you doing here, you old lady?
Well, here's what's interesting. It's I see that young people don't dance we would go, we still go out and dance. If we go to the club, which means probably we're going at a wedding and we're dancing. We're the first people on the dance floor.
Fundraisers.
Yeah, fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, the best. We go to fundraisers and we dance. And everybody looks at it. Well, they look at me like, what the hell's going on? And then all the wives look at her like, oh, I wish my husband would dance with me.
It's probably because we're really terrible dancers.
Maybe. But you know what? But that's the great thing. We have so much fun. It's worth it.
When a good song comes on, I can't help but shake it.
Do we actually answer that? Was there a So Darlene wanted to know, we recently invited to Vietnam with a family from there. Have you been? We have not been. That's where we're looking to go for next year. Mm-hmm.
But we had friends who stayed there for how long were they there?
They're a month and a half.
At least 6 weeks. And they felt very safe, very comfortable there. I'm sure, like anywhere, there are different places, but you're going with a family from Vietnam. That puts you. That's
a whole nother awesomeness.
That is, if a family from Vietnam that I knew said, hey, we would love for you to come here with us, I'd be on it. Because one, they know the language. So if something shady's going down, they would know. But just you get such a richer experience. When we went to Portugal, my best friend came with us, and finally at the end of the week that we were in Lisbon, I was like, oh, we should go take you to all the tourist things. She's like, wow, I can see why you waited to take me to these. She's like, but she had a wonderful time because, she got to see kind of how you live and be a part of that and meet locals. And,
Hey, one thing I would say, this is one thing I've seen as not a problem, but like if you go visit friends that live in a tourist destination, a lot of times they don't know accommodation, they don't know the museums, they don't know the tourist stuff. They do know the restaurants, they do know the good restaurants and stuff. So make sure you're still doing your own research beforehand, so you have that.
This one.
That one. Michelle.
Michelle says, I have trouble sleeping on red-eye flights. What do you think about taking a day flight from New York to London regarding jet lag? I think jet lag sucks, and I think you're going to have it either way. So I don't sleep a whole lot on flights. Like I kind of
sleep 0.
Yeah, if he sleeps at all, it's about 20 minutes.
Adds about 7 Jack and Gingers.
That's not true. You don't drink that much on a flight.
No, I like 2. And I had 3 once.
We're not good sleepers on flights anyway. So
ask my mom. She'll tell you I was never a good sleeper. My poor mother.
I know. Well, now your poor wife.
Yes. So
she didn't have to sleep next to you.
True. And my snores were cute then, not like rumbling disasters now.
So I think you'll be okay. There are homeopathic things out there for jet lag. I have taken them and I have loved them and I thought they worked really well. So research that, talk to your doctor about it, because I'm not one. But
I will say, if you can take, because I know that New York, I know that flight you're taking. Sadly, I live too far away from New York to take it. For me, that can never fly, like sleep on flights, I would take that flight, even though it's like I'm basically flying to pay for a hotel room to sleep in. It's worth it, because then you get there, you have dinner, have a drink at the pub, hit the bed and go to bed, and you're good to go. So you have that. Brian, thank you very much. Have you ever stayed in a castle in Ireland? Yes.
Yes.
And would you consider it worth it or cheap to stay in one?
Yes.
Yes. It is very much worth it.
Birthday wishes.
Yeah. Yes.
So we stayed, what was the name? It was like Kennedy Castle. Okay.
We have a video on your channel on Honest Travel Network. I think we have a video.
The Honest Travel Network. Go check that out. And it's Kennedy. It looks like Kennedy, but with an I. And it's cool. A little bit run down and like not
in a bad way.
No, I mean it's not been fancied up to be something it's not.
Yes, that's a good way to put
it.
So
I loved it. I felt like I was in this very authentic place.
And
what's that?
Here's the thing. We had one huge bed, so all 4 of us slept in the bed. And this isn't when the kids were little. Caleb was probably like 14, 15, and Liam was like 14, and Liam was like 10. So like it was all 4 of us in this bed. And then after we left the lady goes, "Did you hear anything?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, that's by the haunted wing."
We had whatever. No, we had nothing like that. But literally, it was this giant antique bed, and it had 2 queen size beds in it.
Yeah.
And they put one of those, in Europe, sometimes they are very kind. And when they push the 2 beds together, they put this little strip thing in the middle to like join it. And it had one of those. So it was just this magnificent bed. It was so big. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot around that, but it was really cool.
Yeah,
the village was sweet.
And the thing is, there's tons of castles you can stay in Ireland, and it's well
not just
worth
that
it.
One.
So Andrew, what's up? I usually see a lot of Europe videos from us. Have you gone anywhere else in Asia or Oceania? Do you plan on it? So
guess what? We've been all sorts of places you don't get because the algorithm sucks.
Yeah, that is one thing we have seen over the years. Like, for those who know, I lived in Europe for like a long time, and I've also lived in South America. And so we always try to do a lot of South America, Latin America videos, and they never do as big as our Europe videos, because to the algorithm, we are a European travel channel. And so if you're a European travel, you get those. But even if you watch our Europe videos, you might not see our videos. And the ones, like I will say, for Asia, you're right, we don't have a ton. We've got a bunch on China and Japan. We are going back next year. We're going next year to Southeast Asia. So we have that. We've got a bunch of stuff in Africa, South America, obviously. Central and South America, ton.
Tiles.
I mean, and I would say our Central and South America videos in Caribbean some are better than our European videos, but it's funny.
Oh, your best video ever. It was
it's safari. It's African safari stuff. So we do have it. And that's one thing I want to tell all of you. If you have a YouTuber, like a travel YouTuber you like, and you're like, do they have something in that? Search their stuff, like search Walter's World Japan, and then scroll down, because usually the search results will give you like a more recent video from someone that's like more trending right now. So you have to scroll down a bit,
or
and then
an Asian
Yeah, because they're like,
right.
for example, like
my
there's
hair, y'all.
like if it's a Japanese channel, they're going to give you that over it because they say, oh, people really like this video about Japan. But if you want someone like for me or
like somebody
means to
and
travel or
trust.
something like that,
right?
Literally type it in like that destination plus their name, and then scroll down a bit. You should find some stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Linda Ward. I'm 30 with experience. I love it.
Nice.
Love it.
Wait, hang on. This one, where did it go? Oh, shoot. It was something about, here. Have you been to all World Cup team countries?
No, I have not.
There are a bunch we're missing.
There's a bunch we're missing. Hey, guess what? Like Algeria, we couldn't, like when I could have gone to Algeria, you couldn't go to Algeria. So like there's some of those.
Yeah.
Cabo Verde, and there's some I'm like sad I didn't get to. Like when I lived in Portugal, there used to be really good Cape Verde.
Somebody was telling me the other day, they were talking about Cape Verde, and I'm like, I couldn't, it took me like 5 minutes of the conversation to understand that it was Cabo Verde because I didn't really know much about it until we lived in Portugal, and I learned it speaking in Portuguese, you know?
Yeah, because like so if you're weird. In Portugal, they'll say, oh, they don't speak Portuguese. They speak Cabo Verdeano. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I understood my taxi driver from Cabo Verde very well. So,
hubby and I started watching you guys about a month ago. Awesome, thank you. Subscribe immediately. Thank you. Love your format that you always provide helpful info, even to folks like us who have been to Europe many times. And that's what we try to. Because here's that's what we try to do.
Already been there. That
that means a lot.
It does.
Because I will say, like, because like our channel went down quite a bit, after COVID and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, how do we get better? How do we get people to view? And one of the like we have a YouTube person, and from YouTube, and they're like, maybe you're too specific because we were just doing the destination. We're like, hey, you're here, you're in, Brooklyn, New York. You're not in New York City. You're not in the U.S. Like we were so focused down these towns and stuff that it wasn't getting found. And so that's why, if you notice the last few months, we put a lot more general things out, like pickpocketing, scams.
So we're trying to build that algorithm up so that you guys can see what you're looking for.
And what's nice is because then people see that, and then when they search for a destination, then our stuff will come up better. So this is basically, it's a year-long process of us trying to rebuild the channel so we can help more people.
So Kevin, we spent a summer living in Beijing in the smallest hotel room on earth with 2 children. We had a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old, and it was complete insanity, but we made it, and it was really cool. I'm glad we did it.
So Quinn, they canceled the St. Lucia part. They swam. They took us around St. Lucia.
Yeah, we drove by.
We drove by, and we're like, oh, we're like, yeah, it's really beautiful, and if we could go there, you'd really love it, but we're not going there. So
it's St. Lucia. Like a month before our cruise took off, had decided they made like you had to get a certain vaccine.
Yellow fever.
That's it.
No, if you had been to Venezuela.
No, period. You had to, everyone.
Oh, I thought it was like if you were coming from.
No, it was everyone had to have it. So they couldn't say within a month, like everybody who's going to be on this ship, go do this, because we wouldn't have been able to dock if even one person did that. Thanks, Allison, you sweet girl. I guess you're a woman. I'm sorry. I do call everyone.
So girls. Travel Ninja, good to see you again. Flights from Spain to Morocco is very affordable. I really want to cross off Africa, but don't want to shout 2K or more to Kenya or South Africa. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. If you're in Europe, going to Morocco, Egypt, Tunisia. I love Tunisia. Tunisia's fantastic.
You can get to a lot of places
with EasyJet, right? Like the cheap airlines in Europe. Oh yeah. Like we have friends of ours. They fly from Lithuania. No, they go into Poland. They fly Poland to Egypt. They've gone 3 times this year. They've seen 0 pyramids. They just go to the resorts. So
they're like, it's the only time we've ever gone somewhere and just relaxed. And I was like, well, I think that's pretty great. So.
Yeah. Charlie, congratulations, my friend.
Oh, congrats.
Just became a dad this month. What are your favorite place to travel with kids? So I actually we have a few videos. If you look up traveling with kids, Walter's World Travel.
We have a lot of them.
But like some good ones. Okay, one, when they're little, remember, until they're 1, you're carrying everything with them. They don't want to run around. They're actually easy to travel with.
Super easy.
And don't let anybody tell you, don't travel with your kids, because you can go take them anywhere. There's diapers everywhere in the world.
And also, quite frankly, my kids slept really well on planes. The one big tip, if they're little, is before their ears start to pop, you need to pop a bottle in their mouth. Going up and going down have a big bottle, whether it's just water or whatever, but that sucking and swallowing together, it really helps. That's a big thing. But our favorite place is Italy. You will go to the front of every line ever created. And I mean, within seconds. Like Liam was what, Airport. 7 weeks old the first time we went to Italy with him?
6, 7.
He was
7
weeks in Spain,
and even when he was like 12, they're like, don't, you come around.
Oh, 12 years old.
Yeah. It's amazing. So you don't have to worry about any of those crazy ES lines or anything like that.
No, they're going to pull you right to the front. They love babies. Portugal, same thing. Love babies. They have a line at the grocery store that if you have children, you go to the front.
And then someplace it's only for, so you try to go in that line without a baby, they're like, no, get the hell out.
Yeah, they kick you out.
So
when they're older and they're like mobile, and our kids loved Iceland. Iceland and Costa Rica are great for adventure, but that's down the road, not when they're really small.
Yeah.
But listen, our kids started at 6 weeks.
No Switzerland. Don't do Switzerland. They don't like kids. They don't like kids. It's tough. Otherwise, you'll be good.
So terrible.
Oh, it's my favorite tour guide in the DC area. Rob from TripX DC right here. If you're ever in DC, the guy has go to TripX DC for all kinds of great info about seeing stuff in DC, because literally from restaurants, the metro, the subway, whatever. I don't know what they call it anymore in DC. All this stuff. Dude's got everything you could ever imagine, and he's an awesome dude too.
He is a really great guy and has great tours. And thank you, Rob. Oh man, I've missed you.
And another awesome friend, Lori.
Thank you.
You'll see Lori in this year's Christmas video.
Yes.
Spoiler. Let's see. Oh my God. I'm sorry, we're getting behind.
Yeah, that's usual.
So Quinn, we got this. Sorry, Quinn. So thank you for the super chat, Quinn. Yeah. So St. Lucia, like we said, they took us around. Curacao, they just said we were in Aruba, and then Bonaire, which is funny because they call it the ABC Islands, but it's A. Well, actually, it's for you, it's A, B, and then C's in the middle. So it's out of Curacao. But it's funny because the Minister of Culture's office has asked me to go there to film there a couple times. And I just haven't been able to fit it in my schedule. So Curacao, I would definitely want to get to because it looks great. Quinn, Egypt and Ethiopia. So Quinn, thank you again for another super chat. So Egypt is one we're thinking for summer of next year, because it all depends on how we can fit because the Southeast Asia, and then our Greece, Balkans, Turkey, Egypt, that's our Europe trip we're looking to do. So we're trying to figure out which one's going which one. So
a lot of it has to do with the heat and the time of year we can travel. That's part of it.
Because
that's a real concern.
I melt. I melt.
Well, and also Ethiopia is probably not next year.
Yeah, because they've had safety issues.
Some safety issues. But I tell you what, Ethiopia has been on my to-do list for a long time. There are so many reasons I really want to go to Ethiopia. Mm-hmm. A lot of it's because they're Coptic and I'm Greek Orthodox, and I just there's this theological thing for me in that I just really, really want to see that. And then also in architectural history, we studied they have these really amazing churches that they dug down into the ground and they carved out these churches. And ever since I saw one of those in architectural history class 5 years ago, because I'm not that old, that was I'm going to Ethiopia. And also, this family loves us some Ethiopian food.
Oh yeah, they finally opened up an Ethiopian restaurant in the town where we live, and we're like, what?
The first week they opened,
we were there
2 or 3 times, twice,
and then we had to take out. Yeah. So
good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So Kevin, have not been to South Korea. Well, here's the funny thing: my dad worked in South Korea for years, never took me or my brother or my mom. After we retired, he's like, oh, yeah, you guys could have come with me anytime. They would have shown you around and treated you like kings, blah, blah, blah. We're like, really, Dad? Really?
Hey, Europats, I saw your happy birthday thing.
Hey!
Thank you for that. They leave for Albania in 9 months.
Okay, so did you pick the place? You got it all set up? So for those of you who follow Europats, so they're retiring to Albania, and they're recording the whole process with it. So you want to kind of think about hey, what are some things you got to think about if you want to retire abroad? They've got some fun videos that'll help you out. So check them out.
That's a pretty big thing, right? We moved there at the beginning of our relationship and not after we had done all of our stuff, and that's kind of crazy. So
some fun things.
Hey, thank you.
So Lauren Shaman, I love the best of and worst of videos. Yeah, the love and hates. So here's the thing. So you know how I used to do the 5 love and hates? I still do those sometimes. But now I've tried to expand them out. So because it limits it with sometimes honestly, it's hard to find 5 things I hate about a place. So I've gone to like annoyances and loves, and those are a lot easier to do. And then it's more fun because I can go more in depth in them. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah. So recently visited Slovenia. Would you go back? Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm glad the videos helped. I loved Slovenia. There was one little town and I was like, I'm going to come here for a week with a box of books. Like it was just this quaint little place. And I was like, I could just sit here and read books and be happy for like a week. It was awesome.
So Laura, again, going back. So just watch the 137-minute Paris video. We actually have new Paris videos because I made that before this. Paris and Ghent, Bruges, Belgium, September 11th in Paris. So I just put out, so we have a new Don'ts of Ghent video that will help you. Also on Saturday, I put out the unwritten rules of Belgium. That will really help you out for that. And then what else? And then I have a new unwritten rules of Amsterdam that should be out. Let's see, when are you going? In September. It'll be out before September. It'll probably be out in early August, late July, to help you with some more tips. So like really up there because I was just there like before this last Europe trip. I was just there. So
Jonathan says, hi, Mark and Jocelyn, love your videos. My wife and I have been traveling ever since we found your videos. I think that's really great. I hope that we inspire people to do good travel. That just is awesome. Thank you.
Stephen in Northeast Pennsylvania, we've got to come up to the Eastern States Exposition, a multi-state fair in Springfield, Massachusetts this year. When is it, Stephen? Let me know.
Yeah.
I'm a big baby. Can I go to the front of the line? Here's one thing that's funny. It's like people ask me, hey, do you ever like use your status to get on stuff? I'm like, no, because for those who don't know, we pay for everything. We don't get freebies or anything because then I can be honest. I don't feel obligated to be like, well, they paid for this, so I got to be super nice. No, it's like so nice to have that freedom. Sadly, it means that we don't get to show off our 19 Lamborghinis like other people do. Sadly, no OnlyFans for me. So, or you, I don't think. I hope not. But
what?
Yeah,
I was reading.
It's okay. Anyway,
Glenn asks, have a quick unexpected day in Boston this September. Any tips to maximize short stopover or one-day visits? Because we've done several of those.
Just follow the historic, like that red line that goes around. There's literally a line that walks through the historic sites. Just do that. You'll hit up all the big sites that way. And that'll give you an idea if you want to come back because there's lots of fun stuff outside of there. Lots of really good things like you can do like food tours and stuff, but also food classes. Boston's a really fun town to go to. In September, it's going to be nice too. So if you only have a day, I would walk the line.
Yeah, walk the line. And I did that cooking class. Oh gosh, the guy that used to run America's Test Kitchen.
Milk Street.
That's what it's called.
Kimball.
And yes, that was really great.
Buddy, good to see you. I get on this channel and said, hope you all are well. We are, buddy. Yeah. So that's the thing is like, it's funny, like, oh, I'll try this thing out that lets me put this out onto all the different platforms. And so it's on multiple.
We're not really sure like what's going on.
Yeah. So it's on 4 different YouTube channels, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
LinkedIn.
I don't think we're going to get this pro version next year because I don't think it's kind of weird.
Hi, Mary Ellen. I see
you.
Hi,
Mary Ellen. Hey, good to see you.
Okay,
Eric. No trip plan, but is the Eagle's Nest Brett's-Garten doable on the way between Munich and Salzburg with luggage, or should be its own day trip? I don't know how you do it with luggage because
I don't think there's a left luggage.
There's not Eagle's Nest. There's not.
Yeah.
But you could if you did a tour. A lot of the tours have the space, and you can leave your luggage in the back of like the van or back of the like minibus. I have seen people do that before, so there are some of those things.
Are you kidding me?
We have a property we're selling in Cabo Verde on the island of Brava. If you know anyone that's interested, I can send you details. It was a property of my family.
Can I just go stay there?
Damn it, Jim and Harry, it's Yuki. I bet it's Yuki's family. Yuki's family had it. That's what it is. I think Yuki's the real fan. I think
anybody's interested in a place in Cape Verde or Cabo Verde, DM us and we'll get you guys together somehow, right?
What's y'all's opinion on Albania in July? It's hot.
Oh, but let me tell you, we walked down the street and like the main pedestrian street, and they had Albanian flags and American flags. They were like kind of all over the place. And it was right after the 4th of July.
And it's hot. I mean, if you so if you watch my Don't See Albania video, my Don't See Toronto video, that was filmed in July. So it gives you an idea what it's like. And I will tell you, my camera was overheating a ton. That's why there's lots of cuts, because literally it would go at 2 minutes and overheat. Yeah. Not that. Sorry.
Darlene asks, have you ever needed medical care outside of the U.S.? Well, I had a baby outside the U.S. and I was on bed rest for 4 months and spent a month in a Portuguese hospital. So yes.
But wait, the toughest part was they had one English channel and it showed John and Kate +8 24/7.
And also, no, it also
had toddlers and tiaras.
Toddlers and tiaras. I was like, why are we exporting this? It's like the worst. Anyway. Yes, we've needed medical attention in China. We took Liam to multiple 3 hospitals.
I can't.
Before we
3.
got,
we went to the
bone
hospital.
One is the one we went to.
Yeah.
So we went to a regular hospital, went to a bone hospital, and then we went to the
public children's
public pediatric hospital, and then we went to right next door. We went to the pediatric private hospital that you had to join the club to be part of that, and that was a lot faster, and our care was better, and it was just a better experience overall. But so there, I mean, I've had kidney stones go across the Atlantic twice. Yeah, that was good times. So yeah, we've done it, and we haven't really had any issues. But you should, if you have concerns. Also, people who are on Medicare, you need to have Medicare does not pay for things outside the U.S. So you have to get some kind of insurance. Talk to your insurance agent about those kinds of things so that you really know what you're doing, okay? Okay. Mike Raw, can you please advise if we can even do Europe travel anymore? We see lots of incidents happening in major cities that makes us think of alternatives. I just spent 3.5 weeks there with my kids and my husband, and it was fine. And we were in major European cities.
Let me take it.
Go for it.
So have you noticed online a lot of the European travelers that used to talk a lot of smack about the U.S. and say how bad the U.S. was and everything, and now they're going online saying, wait, the people are super nice. We're having so much fun. We're having all this food, all these good times. Look, the news is always going to show you stuff that scares you because that's what people watch. That's why we try to give you all the information so you can make the choice yourself. Because we've gone to places that were the murder cap. We were in El Salvador before El Salvador got cleaned up to see what the truth was and stuff. And so I have zero worries about going to Europe, like zero worries going there. I mean, I feel safer there than I do a lot of places when I go around traveling around the U.S. So I would not, Michael, I would not let that stop you. You'll be fine. I mean, obviously use your usual, common sense. That's going to be helpful. Smart. All right, here's the one. So, Glenn, U.S. passport flying to London, then Eurostar to Paris. Do we need anything other than the ETA and the ES to enter France? That's it. You're good. So, for those who don't know, if you're going to the UK, like you're going to Scotland, go to England, Wales, you have to, before you go, because they will not let you get on the plane, you have to get the ETA. Okay? So, go to eta.gov.uk or uk.gov/ETA. I have a video on it, actually. And what it is, you just put your information there. It's just a pre-clearance. It says, yes, you can come. Of course, they make you pay. You have that, and that will let you get into England, right, into the UK. Then if you're going to take that train down, I've taken the train. The train you're going to take, I've literally took that in January. You go, you put your fingerprints like this, and you smile. They give you your passport. That's the ES, and you're through. Took 2 seconds. No problem. Yep. ETIAS, that's not going to be probably till next year, so you're okay.
This.
Just touch it. It's a touch screen.
Oh. Okay. So what states are you missing in the U.S.? I'm at 39. Very respectable, by the way. I count 46. So I've not been to Hawaii and Alaska. I went to Oregon and Washington as a child, but I don't have any kind of memory. Like I was probably really tiny when we did that, like under 5. You
probably saw Bigfoot there. And they did that little thing
like on MIB.
Men in Black, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So for me,
I count 46.
So for me, the ones I have up: Alaska, Hawaii, Oregon, North Dakota.
Really? You haven't been in North Dakota?
I've been in North Dakota. And like I don't know, I've been in the airport in Salt Lake City like 20,000 times. So, but I don't think that really counts. But I technically have been in Utah. So I think that's it.
I don't think you get to count that.
Okay, so then Utah. So there's 5 I got left, Quinn.
I'm ahead of him. Yes.
Darlene says we watch your Unwritten Rules of Belgium with a close friend visiting from Liège, Belgium. Nice, Liège. Oh, Liège, great town. Best. I love their waffles, by the way. Everything you said, she agreed with. That's the best compliment
Right?
I can get.
Right, that matters. Huh?
Lord, love your honest reviews. Thank you so much.
There it is. Hang on. Mary Ellen says
Eastern States, September 18th to October 4th, doing this for 25 cents. Oh, really?
Oh, cool. We'll put that in.
September. Hold on.
We are probably really behind on comments.
Probably this is like 7 days ago. Hold on, the 18th.
7 days ago.
18th through the 4th.
All right, can I move any of this? I
Yeah.
can move this. Okay. All right. Many. Okay. All right, there.
So
I can't read that. I need my glasses. Shh. I'm not that old.
we're planning a road trip around southwest England. Okay, do you have any
Yes.
favorite stops along the way? Do the Cotswolds. So when you're going to get I'm going to guess you're going to get your car when you're leaving probably Heathrow. Go out, hit up Stonehenge on your way, and then Bath, and then go. You can do Wales. Wales is cool because there's so much cool things to see. But the Cotswolds, you want to drive around the Cotswolds to give yourself the time to really enjoy it. I'd actually pick a town or two there just to stop and enjoy. That would be that's my favorite part of going there by far.
Okay.
Happy birthday, fellow crab.
Yes, happy birthday to you too then. Thank you for the superb recommendations for Matera and Poliano Amare. The most beautiful place I've been, safe for Madeira. Love to your family. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really happy about that.
And Laura, thank you for the super picture, the thing there. And it's not showing up, but thank you for that. That's really nice of you. We appreciate it. Jim and Aaron, thank you guys for the DM. Have you heard about some international carriers cracking down on carry-sized luggage? True or false? The same airlines that have been jerks about carry-on luggage sizes are the same airlines that have been jerks about carry-on luggage sizes.
We have not had, I mean, we mostly fly Delta or Delta's
code share people. But
like
the Ryanairs, they we know. And the Turkish Airlines, they have their sizes. They have those. So
yeah, I haven't seen it. But also Delta. What do you
I was trying to remember something. No,
you
made me forget. You made me forget. No, wait.
My butterfly up there over your head.
Oh, hey, if you're not sure about your luggage, do not. I repeat, do not.
Don't check it right there.
Don't do it at the gate because the gate agents get paid when they catch people. So check it when you're out
10
by the
gates away
to see if it fits. Because if you're checking and they see it doesn't, and they get a $10, $5 thing, and you're well, that's only $5. Yeah, but they catch 10 people. It's $50 at one gate stop, and what they're getting paid, that can make a huge difference.
Oh, this is cool.
Toy Hunter, West Virginia Toy Hunter. Were you at Joe Fest? I was at Joe Fest. So.
Happy birthday. Thank you. I recently went to Mexico City for my first solo trip outside the U.S., and it was amazing. I love Mexico City. Minus the traffic, that is one place I could plunk myself down and live in. I just think it's great.
So, bullshit candy, sweet candy 271. How do you travel with young kids? We did it forever. My daughter will be 2 and some before when we would want to travel, but I'm really feeling comfortable with cruises close by. Okay, so I don't think cruises are great for little kids. Make sure you check because some cruises,
I would hate to
some cruises don't let little kids on, so you want to make sure you're checking. Honestly, 2 and 4, because for the price of a cruise, you can fly to Europe.
For sure. I mean, you can, and really, I'm going to be really honest with you. There are a lot of places in Europe where you can stay in a decent hotel that is clean and safe, not fancy, but clean and safe, and it will be inexpensive. I mean, especially in comparison to the US. I would hate to take my small people on a cruise, and it's because there are so many other people. There's kids get loose and they could slide right out into the ocean. I mean, like, I can see that happening.
So, and that's one of the big things. You never, like, they'll literally kick you off the boat if you leave your kids alone. Like, you have little kids, and they, believe me, they're filming everything. Every one of the balconies, there's a camera on there. Not because they're trying to be, they're not trying to be creepy, because it's a safety thing. If they see a little kid on that balcony by themselves, don't be surprised they kick you off at the next port. I mean, it's pretty serious.
Yeah, I loved taking my kids to Europe, and when they were small. And yes, the flight can be rough, but we have videos on that, and we give you we have lots of experience in that, because we went to Europe we lived there with kids, and we flew back and forth between Europe and the US at least a few times a year with our kids. And like, always, I mean, they've been doing that since they were very small too. Like, the US was Liam's 5th country.
I think,
and he was 4 months old.
Portugal, Spain, Italy, Vatican, Greece. It was a 6th country.
It was a 6th country, and he was 4 months old when we came back. And you know what? It was smooth. Don't worry about it. The hardest time, in my opinion, was the day they start walking until about 18 to 20 months old. That's the hardest time. After that, they start to be able to reason a little bit more, and you can kind of, like, you can talk them through things. But like I said, watch our videos, go to YouTube and put Walter's World
Cruise,
flying with kids, travel with kids, all of
we have a lot of safety stuff. Yeah, Michelle says, I didn't take my son to a cruise until he was 6. I didn't get a balcony to just be safe. Yeah, because crazy stuff happens.
I feel like that too. I would just be very uncomfortable with that.
Okay, so if you're watching this, please comment where you're watching this, like what channel you're seeing, because like I'm using this platform and all of the comments have turned to like it's like they're fading away. So I don't know if we've lost people where they're watching or not.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
It's very weird.
Hey, Linda, I saw that comment about the glasses, and yes, ma'am, there is a day when you turn a certain age and suddenly you need reading glasses.
You know, I didn't put that comment up for a reason.
It's fine.
All right.
I am comfortable with this. I wasn't sure I'd get to be this age.
True that.
So
Laura, so annual travel insurance really depends on what your needs are. Like, if you've got,
you're under 65, so you're not on Medicare yet.
Yeah.
So I would go talk to. I don't know that you need annual travel insurance.
You have to travel, like if you're doing like 3, like let's say you're doing 3 Europe trips a year, could be.
Then it's worth it.
Then it's worth it.
But if you're only going once a year or something, and go talk to your insurance agent. I hope you have a good insurance agent who. Like, we have a great insurance agent.
and he'll tell, like,
he'll say, don't do this.
We've asked him about certain stuff. He's like, you're covered. He's like, this one you should go. He's like, but we don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and I'm asking, well, who does? He's like, there's been times like we don't do it. I don't have any friends that do it, so we can look it up together. So, and there's other ones like, I don't do this, but he does this, so you should talk to him, because we've done that for our parents and stuff. So
you're right. That one.
This one.
Mr. Cece.
Greetings. Happy birthday, Jocelyn. Pre-planned a trip to Prague. Nice. Grandparents' birthplace. Awesome. Via Berlin. Good. Stop in Dresden. I don't know what else I need to help you with. That's awesome.
Is it possible to travel by train for a couple of 72-year-olds?
Yes.
If you're good at walking. But my biggest thing, I actually was talking to an old boyfriend's mom the other day, and whatever, you helped her too. Shut up. Her biggest concern was stairs. She walks just fine and stuff, but stairs, it's more like a balance thing. And she's like, I just need to be able to hold on to something. And that was something I was thinking about when you said train travel. Stairs, it depends on what kind of train you're on and how it meets up to the platform. So sometimes it meets the platform right on and it's easy to get on and off. And then other times you've got these big steps and they're bigger than like a normal step. A normal step is 7 inches up, and like the rise is 7 inches and the tread is 11 inches deep. And these are like closer to 10 inches up, and they're still like 11, 12 inches deep. So that's not so bad. It's just the big step. So be prepared for that and pack light. That's the biggest thing, is if you can. Packing light isn't about whether or not you're going to carry on or anything like that. It's about there's less space in Europe. You're also going to be carrying this heavy suitcase. You don't want a big giant suitcase. You want to be able to pick that thing up and toss it up there, or move it up one step, you step up, move it up the next step and go in. So that's the thing you need to be concerned with. That's all.
All right. Okay. So we got people that are calling in. Good. Because literally I looked on, so I hopped on here, and this is, I think, on Walter's World Eats, and like there was none of the things are coming through. Now they all have come through. So happy birthday in September. We're flying to London just to grab the Eurostar to Brussels. We'll be based in Antwerp. Beautiful train station, by the way. And visiting Ghent. Wonderful. Lille. Wonderful. Rotterdam. Rotterdam.
Before taking a train to Prague, then
Bratislava. Wow, that's a long train. That's a long train to Prague.
That's a big trip. But you know what? I think that sounds like a lot
of fun. If you went for the food, I would say Ghent. Okay. So
he got really excited.
Have a meal. Okay, so I have a video like what I ate in Ghent. It's on Walter's World Eats. Check it out. But like you get the frites, and they have, it looks like a peanut sauce. It looks like, if you look at it, you're like, is that like weird peanut buttery stuff? Like peanut butter and Indian food put together on top of fries? It's like it's literally a peanut sauce they put on top. It was amazing.
That sounds disgusting.
It's amazing. But also if you like old school pot roast, they have like a pot roast thing to put on the fries. But if you just want fries, they have the andalouse sauce. It's fantastic. Like that's one I always go to. But check that one out for the Ghent stuff there. Lille. So the don'ts of Lille. I'm literally, it's in my queue to review from the editors, like if they did it right or not. So that's going to be coming out pretty soon too. So that's going to help you out. Yeah, it'll be out before September. So be good there.
We did just put out the don'ts of Belgium, didn't we? Yesterday.
Unwritten rules of Belgium. Unwritten. And I'll have probably by September, we will have the don'ts of Slovakia and unwritten rules of Bratislava to help you out. So you have that. Brian, thanks for letting me know. YouTube, the main channel. Okay, Ronnie's watching the main channel. Andrew's on YouTube. Okay. Walter's World Eats. Thanks, Clea. I got you.
Thanks for watching for Walter's World Eats.
So this is one of those
things. I love that little tiny channel.
Yeah. Hey, it does fine. It's good. We've started to do new videos like what we eat when we're there, because we always film all the food. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it, because I did a bunch where I just show the food, and now I think what I really need to do is like have me talk about the food, like show the food, just talk about what I ate and like what I liked about it. But it's like different than what you should eat when you're there.
Well, here's the deal. I take a 8-second video of every single thing I eat when I go on a trip, and I say, this is blah, blah, blah. Hey, don't. Oh, Jacob's just mowing the yard.
Yeah, the neighbor just mowing on. He just saying, happy birthday.
Buddy.
Oh, Brig, you got a little growth.
He's got a lot of growth. He's old dog.
He's a puppy. He's a
12-year-old puppy.
12-year-old puppy. That's right.
And 105 pounds of barking.
What?
I tell you what, this dog is the best alarm system ever.
Look at it. He's just a little puppy. Brig, look this way. Brig. Don't.
Buddy.
Oh, wow. Sorry. Brig doesn't do YouTube, apparently. He's like, I got my own things to do.
I love. Oh, he's a good boy. He's so good.
You'd have, during COVID, I asked you where you got Marie Antoinette paint, and I got to go to Argentina and get Marie. Oh, you did? Awesome!
No, stop! That's so cool.
Where is Marie?
Gosh, Marie's in a closet right now.
Yeah, so we since then we've actually moved, and we haven't, because it's so those who know, it's Marie Antoinette, but it's a cow. And
it's actually not Marie Antoinette. It's like the Baroness of something.
But he calls it Marie Antoinette.
I call it Marie Antoinette.
But anyway, the artist is like if Salvador Dali was in Argentina.
So Salvador Dali. He's such a cool guy.
In our old house, it was like when you go up the stairs, we had like one of those stairs that goes up and then turns. And so there's this huge space, and that's where Marie was. And it's insane how big it is. We need to put her up.
Because I am so pumped about that. This artist is so cool. I know people like freak out about like animal art, but I dig it, man. And this was just so cool. So.
And that's great. I like to use Travel Blue Shield as my travel insurance. So I've just put my age link to travel. Yeah. And there are some that do that. Like, and that's the thing is ask your agent. That's what they're there for. You know,
That's
you don't,
excellent.
you
Thank
don't
you
just
for saying
Thanks,
that.
Andrew. I appreciate that. TC, are you team carry on? No check bags? I prefer to do that just to make life easier. Except here's the thing. Sometimes if I've got like a long layover, like because where we live, sometimes you got like a 7-hour layover in Atlanta. And I'm like, I don't want to drag my bag around, so I just check it and be done with it. But here's the thing. When we fly back from Europe, well, one, if we're coming back from Portugal, we need...
What? 45 hours to get through?
No, what liquid?
Oh, Barao.
Barao. And if we're in France, we need...
Picon.
That's right. And if we're in... Yeah. So those are
whatever. We have to buy... there are things that they don't sell in America.
In Finland?
I don't know.
Hesburger mayonnaise, 3,000 packets of them.
Y'all, my husband.
Going there for my birthday this year. I don't care if
speaking of Barao, I should be making some. That's what we're going to
Sangria.
have tomorrow for my birthday. We're going to have celebratory Barao.
Oh, Mary Ellen Dillon. I love Mary. She's awesome. 2 shots in Bruges in the last 10 days. Aren't you fancy? It's the same as those 36 years ago when I was there last. Honestly, it doesn't. Mary, you're right. You're right because I was there with my brother in '97.
You're showing your age, darling.
I was 2, maybe 1. He was carrying me around as a child.
You were born in '95.
That's right. I was born in '95. Yes, I was born in '95. But I use the old Julian calendar, so you figure out the math. So. Anyway.
Somebody is watching from Professor Walters. Oh, we went for the food. That's so cool of you. I love that.
So Professor Walters, this is one, for those who don't know, I'm a marketing professor in my day job. And so I make a lot of like marketing education videos for professors and for students and stuff. But also I use it for my students so they can make content. So they can say, I made content for another party. So it's not it's their content, but they get to put it on my channel to show that it was like used by another person to help build up their portfolio. So it's kind of funny. Like if you go on there, you'll see these shorts that are like all these students, and then you'll see me like teaching marketing. So it's kind of a funny thing, but I'm looking to put some more fun into it though.
Not just your students.
Well, here's one thing. It's like, so I have all these videos about prices in different countries. I'm asking you all here. Oh, I think I can do
you can make a post.
Can I make a post?
Yeah.
No, it's on there. I will make it on the main Walters World one.
There, post a comment right there. It says all.
Yeah, but okay.
Try it. Well, let's just learn.
Well, there's one you can actually do a poll. So what should the poll be?
I don't know that you can make this poll right here and now.
Well, we'll come back to it later.
There's a widget. We're learning. Please learn with us.
That's cute. Oh, wait, there was a poll.
Ooh,
I guess this is why we paid the premium provision. Okay, what should we call the question? I don't remember the question is anymore.
Okay, so
I'm reliving Whiskey Wednesday on
the
a Monday.
prices in different countries. So we're making these videos where we go to like a grocery store or a gas station, and we just like kind of show the prices of things in wherever we are. And should that be on Walters World, or should that be on Professor Walters, or Honest Travel Network? Yeah.
Walters World Travel Channel.
Professor Walters. I think that's probably a good one. And then Business Channel. Can you? There's
no more letters.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I can do this. I'll just take out
the clicky thing out.
That's right. See, you get to see this is behind the scenes, people. You get to see all the crazy stuff.
If only you could see what was going on our screen.
Yeah, you talk and I'll.
Okay, so anyway, can you spell my name worse?
That's your name.
There was an S in it.
Yeah.
Now it's
apostrophe
Jocelyn.
S.
You put Jocelyn. My name is not spelled that way.
Jocelyn. That is how you spell your name.
You had an S in there. You just
apostrophe. Birthday girl's drunk.
I'm not. I have not even had a whole high noon. There is no way I'm drunk. Heavens to Betsy. You're just typing bad today. That's all. Okay. So I would vote either Professor Walters or Honest Travel Network. but that's because I like Honest Travel Network. It's like my little bitty baby.
Yeah. Oh, and we've had some fun with Jocelyn and her thing. So you can see the poll there. I have no idea how it shows up for you, but go for it.
You know what I should have done for Honest Travel Network? Y'all, I love antiquing. I love flea markets, fairs, like all those kinds of thrifting. I love to do all that kind of stuff. When we were in Lisbon, Sandra and I went. So my bestie came and met us.
Sandra's the one that did all the drinking videos with her, or the drink videos with her, and she's also on the Honest Travel Network.
Yes. So we went to this Feira de Ladra. It's like a flea market kind of thing, right? So there are people of like all sorts of different things. And I did take video of it, but I didn't really talk about it. I guess I could do voiceover. Yeah. But we had the best time and we found like these great things. I bought a skirt that this woman's 80-something-year-old mother made from parts of like a tablecloth that but it was like hand tatted lace on the bottom. And I mean, she had shorts that were made out of these like really beautiful linen napkins and like just this reuse of things. And I thought it was just the coolest thing. Anyway, so I feel like that should have gone on Honest Travel Network. That would have been really smart. But we can.
It's funny. I'm going through all the different channels this is showing up on, and none of them have that poll. But they're getting the poll, so I can't see my own poll. That's funny.
Okay, so I saw this thing. Mona Waldo was talking about going to Ireland with her husband and not renting a car and doing public transport.
Totally fine. Totally doable.
Mona, I've done both. I enjoy the car more, but I also understand how people are, trepidatious about driving on the left. I find it just fine. But I'm a little bit ambidextrous. So I think maybe that's part of why I can do that. So anyway, I think if it's your first time, I think that's a really good idea to do public transport and tour companies. But if you love it, maybe go back the second time. Okay.
Just a compliment.
Okay. I didn't see it.
Nice leg lamp. Thank you. I'm a big fan.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So Dulce Candy. We love to go to Europe. My son, being this young, needs constant entertainment or something to do, sitting in a restaurant, walking through museums. You'll be surprised when they see new stuff. Well, I'm going to tell you, watch old school cartoons on the destinations you're going to. Because when the boys were little, we'd watch like Looney Tunes. They'd be in Rome and Paris and all kinds of stuff. And so we went. Caleb was like, "That's my Coliseum" from his cartoon. He was like so pumped for us.
And I tell you what, at 3.5 when he saw the Mona Lisa, it was a thing. But that's part of it's a different kind of travel when your kids are small. Thanks, Brian. When your kids are small and you're going, let's say, to Paris, there's parks everywhere. We just stopped and played in the park. And in some respect, because you've got your kid and you're in a European city, you don't have to go and do those things, but you kind of get to be a part of the city almost as if though you're living there, because your kids go out and make friends and then you start talking to the parents.
Talk about the Uno cards.
And so the next thing you know, you're like going to dinner with these random new friends. What is going on with my hair? I have like a wing. Okay. So one, you get to kind of like, it's a different perspective and it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. And the other part is that at 3, when we really started taking Caleb to museums, like adult museums, like the Louvre, many of them have like, they have things for kids to do. Like maybe it's what do we call those searches? Come on, y'all, help me out here. Mark, what's that thing called when you do the hunt and search thing? When you hunt and search for stuff. Like they give you a list of things to find in the museum. And it's like for kids. What is wrong with my brain? That's how old I am. Goodness. Anyway, so you get to do different things. I'm not trying to talk you out of a cruise, but I'm trying to tell you that going to Europe with your kids who are young can be loads of fun, and it's a whole different cultural experience. And I loved every minute of it. And maybe that's why I want you to do it. But a Disney cruise with kids is a whole nother ball game and totally appropriate. I couldn't handle that many people on a ship for any more than like 5 minutes. But that's me, and that's just my personality. It's nothing else. What do you call that thing when it says something search? Lord have mercy. Somebody. No, like when we would go to the Louvre and they gave Caleb a little search thing.
Oh,
treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay, that's what I meant. Okay, so there you go. Somebody says have a Guinness pie for me. Oh,
I'm gonna need that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Laura, maybe the value. Yeah, Portugal still has a lot of value. It's not cheap, but a lot of value.
Woo!
Oh, Ryan says
scavenger hunt. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uh-huh.
I have no idea.
Why do I
Thanks, Ryan. Okay, so so the poll, since none of I think it only shows up on desktop. That's why. Had a grand total of six votes. Fresh Walters got none. Jocelyn got 2. I got 4.
Huh. All right. That is, I think that's extra potent because I just had this bubbly drink. Woo! Hi, Kath.
Brian, at 3, Frank was fine. At 6, he was traumatized by European restaurant service. Where are my refills? Come on!
It's like, where are you? Why aren't you checking on me? That is hilarious. Great insight. Thanks.
Oh, so
Ryan.
Mark never saw it. Mark didn't see it either. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. Here, okay, now, there it's there, but I know how that goes away.
Hi, Kathy. Your mama's on.
Hello, Mumsy. All right, we're stopping the poll because that just made no sense.
Well,
and we're hiding it.
It was very confusing.
Very confusing. Too confusing. Too confusing.
I'm sure we can figure out there. I bet there's something on YouTube that teaches us how to use this.
Well, no. Well, this isn't YouTube. We're using StreamYard.
Ding dong.
If we were on
video
YouTube.
to learn how to use it. When we're off the live, we go to YouTube and we find out how to do it.
What is this YouTube you speak of?
I know.
I'm so
It's
confused.
a newfangled thing.
I'm so confused. Hi, Mom. Anyway, it's been an hour. We've been helping out.
What's the longest train ride you did in Europe? For me, it was the TGV from Paris to Gare de Lyon, Paris, Gare de Lyon to Nice on a single train. The longest train trip was from AMS to Munich via Frankfurt. Let me tell you what I
would
like
take that one to Nice
one.
any day over that German one.
Can I tell you the one that felt the longest? And it probably was the longest. Where the hell did we start? Bratislava.
Wait, which one? The Budapest to
the
Romania?
Night train that I wanted.
Budapest to Brasov.
Yeah, Budapest to Brasov, Romania.
We have a video on what it's like to take the night train. And all those people that fantasize about it and like, oh my God, it's so
there
good.
is nothing romantic and quaint about it unless it's the Orient Express. I'm pretty sure. I do want to do that at some point. But Lord have mercy.
But we're here. We could have gone tomorrow for your birthday.
How long were we on that thing?
12 hours, 14 hours.
It was the grossest.
It was 107 degrees.
And it was filthy.
And it got hotter.
Like I used an entire pack of Clorox wipes on everything you could see. The only thing that was clean was the sheets. They smelled like bleach and they were pressed and in plastic wrap. Everything else about it sucked, especially the broken toilets. I literally didn't pee for 12 hours.
And the best part is that if you want to go to the restaurant, to lock the restaurant so you couldn't get to it, they put wire through it and then twisted the wire around a bunch of times so you couldn't get to the restaurant car.
Now, somebody said there was some other way to get through that.
No, because they took it off later. And then the thing was, like, if we would have just had like 2 people in a room, we could have gone to the fancy rooms that like, oh, it's like we're going
nicer.
We're going to Vermont and it's white Christmas. Oh,
snow.
Exactly. There was no snow when it was 107.
Did we just do a musical thing together?
That's right. That's right. Knowing our luck, we just got canceled by YouTube for copyright infringement because they're going crazy.
No.
Ocean Wanderer. Hi, Mark. My wife and I are traveling to Brazil, Peru, and Bolivia soon. Any advice on travel and safety? Okay. No bling. Nothing. Don't even be like, oh, it's fake jewelry. No, nothing. Zero.
I take one of those rubber rings for my wedding ring. And listen, my stuff is not ostentatious. But I still don't take it. I wear one of those silicone rings so that I look like I am married, because I am. But for me, that's sort of anyway, so that, I mean, t-shirts, jeans, shorts, like hiking pants, whatever, nothing that we take is fancy in any way, shape, or form. Our suitcases are probably the most fancy thing we take in those places.
Stanford Bridge, my brother, good to see you.
Hey.
I'm off to India next month. Have you been, or have any plans to go? I will go eventually. I've had so many students from India over the years that I have to go. But here's the crazy thing. If I go and I don't tell them beforehand and they see that I went there, they'll kill me. They're like, no, you have to be. And it's so funny because I'm like, I'm going to go visit. And they're like, we will take care of everything. You do not. You show up and we will take. I'm like, but I want to go. No, you don't get to explore, Mark. We're going to take you and show you all the stuff. So
that's the thing.
That's the thing. I've had so many amazing Indian students over the years. It's just like, I'm like laughing because
we had a foster
child. We had a foster child from India too.
From India. Yep. And we probably owe his mama a visit.
Sorry.
So it was Linda's, and this is something that I think people should think about. Linda says, I hear you. I always need to check a bag because of the boatload of sunscreen I need. So I have allergies to like lots of lotions and things. So sometimes if it's gonna be like a really long trip, like a month or more, I'll ship my bag through. I'll check it because I need to take an actual bottle of lotion, because I can't maybe take a risk of taking something that's going to make me like break out in hives or something, so. Because
believe me, I have broken out in hives before. Mm-hmm. It's not fun.
So that's a thing.
Tim, happy birthday, young lady. You, Mark, and your children have such a nice family. Oh, thank you. Thanks. My wife and I enjoy your super credible shows immensely. Again, hope you have a terrific birthday. Thank you.
That's very really kind of you.
That's really nice. Mm-hmm. So scavenger hunt, and a lot of people were voting with 1s and 3s. So we have that. Laura says, Jocelyn, I'm 48 and feel the pain of glasses and brain fog. I think your hair looks amazing.
Thanks.
There you go.
You know what it is? It's Lush tofu shampoo and glory conditioner. Ever since I started using it, my hair is like super happy and shiny, except for this wing.
I used it today. Don't I look?
You're so cool.
Luscious.
Oh my goodness.
Orden Dessert in Switzerland came with a pillow because they assumed you were staying the night. Brian, I love you.
Listen, you had a child. You take your child to Switzerland, it's a thing.
God bless you.
They followed us around like we were art thieves in museums. I mean, it was insulting.
Side note, if you're looking for a good Lego channel on TikTok, Brian's got a really good Lego channel. So let you know about that.
Second side note, I don't know. That could have changed because I haven't taken my children there since then. Well,
they still suck. They still suck for kids. Don't worry. Franny, good to see you. So Franny's been with us. Franny, how long have you been commenting? Like,
oh man,
you're like 15 years in with us, I think.
A long time.
Long time. Been so long. Yeah, it's good to see your beautiful face.
Thank you. It has been a long time.
So Lindsay on Facebook, we have a Facebook comment. Awesome. Best way to get from London Heathrow to a hotel on Borough High Street near the market. Private car or taxi outside the airport. I'll be honest with you. To save yourself the hassle and the price difference, it is more to get the private car. I will not lie to you about that. Uber is going to be significantly more expensive, and you can schedule it, but the problem is if you're going to be delayed, it can be a big. So what you could do is you can schedule, like when your plane lands, you land. Once you turn on your Wi-Fi, you can schedule your thing saying, hey,
for like an hour.
No,
well,
that's the thing. It depends.
An
hour, or it could be. It all depends.
You know what? You can get an Uber
from like when you're there.
Once you get there, and you can make that work. There are taxis, and I've done that. I've landed at Heathrow and gotten a taxi, and had absolutely no issues. But sometimes you're waiting a really long time because there's a giant line of people. I guess there's just a lot of things to consider in that, and maybe it's personal preference.
And one thing I would say, Lindsay, if you're coming in with like, I was just you, if you got family or whatever, if you've got a few people, sometimes
get the private car.
The private car, because literally you'll come out and they'll have the little barriers and they'll have your name right there. they walk you out and you're gone. And that's one of those things, people ask, like, what do you splurge on? Like, we don't splurge on a lot. Like, there's a reason why we can do all these videos because we travel all over.
We don't do fancy hotels.
We don't do fancy hotels.
Unless I stay with Sandra, but we get to split the cost.
Yeah, so I don't get to stay in fancy hotels.
If you go with your buddies, you can. You buddies don't stay in the same hotel room.
No, we do, okay, but we don't stay in fancy hotel rooms because we're out doing dude stuff. Like
drinking beer
and eating unhealthy food and taking canal trips around to see the buildings and architecture in Amsterdam. Anyway, so I would say that is one thing I have splurged on more in the last, I would say, like 5-10 years, is getting those private drivers and private cars, especially when I travel with my parents. Like, we will like if it's a long like train ride, no, but if it's like, say it's like a 3-hour or 2 or 3 hour train ride, we'll actually get a driver that will pick us up at our hotel and take us to the next place. Because if you're taking those fast trains, and I'm with my parents who are a bit older, I know Jocelyn's 29. My parents are a bit older than 29.
He's a cougar or whatever men are that
man
marry.
Whatever.
You have
yeah, there you go. Exactly, my little playmate. But I will tell you, with my dad has limited mobility sometimes, like quite a bit. And so it really makes life so much easier for that. And we've actually used that a lot. Like if we're going to like.
Also when it's 4 or 5 of us together.
Yeah, because well, you have to say a lot of those things will take up to 8 people. And so then you can get everything in there. So then instead of saying, yeah, taking the public transportation is cheaper when it's 1 of you or 2 of you. Once you get to 3, all of a sudden you're like.
I mean, it sort of depends. I mean, there are times it depends on where you are. It depends on how far you're going. But we did a mix of that. We flew, we had a driver, we took a train. It also depends on the country. Like right now in Germany, the trains apparently can't run on time. So I would hire a driver maybe, because I'm going to waste an hour sitting on either end because, my time is valuable, and we're trying to not only make videos, but to enjoy a place for ourselves. And so that comes into it.
So we went for the food. Our biggest worry on our trip is landing at 6 a.m. and making the Eurostar to Brussels at 1 p.m. You're fine.
What?
Because if they land at Heathrow at 6 a.m., 6 a.m. you land, 7 a.m. you're out. You're on the
7:30 at the latest.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah,
you're good. Even if your plane's like 2 or 3 hours late, you're still going to be okay.
You'll be okay.
So you'll be fine.
I feel very comfortable with that.
So yeah, they took the sleeper car from Krakow to Budapest. So the Krakow to Budapest is nice. Budapest to Romania?
Not so much. Any pet-friendly suggestions
for the
Caribbean?
So I saw people, Turks and Caymans. I saw people with their animals.
Turks and Caicos and Caymans.
And Caymans, 2 separate places. I did see people on the plane with their dogs. But they were like the tiny little... Not like our majestic Brigadier.
Yeah, Brigadier can't go with us.
He's a horse dog.
He is a horse dog.
And I would never put him underneath the thing.
Yeah. So, yep.
Oh, yeah. Treasure hunt at Louvre for Kids. There you go.
Thanks, Jim and Harriet. I knew y'all would know.
Yeah, Andrew makes a good point. The prettiest train ride, Munich to Austria, that's very nice. But I just lovely. Like going through Switzerland is just amazing.
Hang on. What's this? Mary Ellen, is that...
Heathrow was a nightmare yesterday. Flight was delayed. Was happy to finally get on the plane. Yeah. Sometimes you have those. So I was flying. So we were in Missouri, and I flew to Georgia for a convention. And when the night before, there were flash floods, all kinds of stuff. And so we ended up leaving like an hour late. Missed connections. I mean, such a fun. Yeah. You can say it louder.
Well, thank you, Wave Rider.
Tell Victoria. Yeah, that's good. Victoria makes a really good thing.
Arrange a car after dark, especially as a woman and especially for traveling alone. I feel very comfortable with that. Also, I'm always sharing my location. I'll
be here. I'll get a ding. Jocelyn is now in her Uber. Jocelyn just got out of her Uber.
Yeah.
Like she does that all the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty big on.
And Victoria, that is a great thing to put out there. Also, the leaving super early in the morning. Here's one of the things. If you do, I've done this before where I've done an Uber that like I'll schedule the Uber, and 8 times out of 10, not 9, 8 times out of 10, it works fine. but 2 out of 10 or 1 out of 5, they canceled last minute. And I'm like, crap, I was in San Diego and I had a 6 a.m. flight and they canceled last minute. I'm like, what the hell? And so luckily I could get another Uber that came and pick me up. But I'm like, I'm running through the airport, like that's why if you're going to be flying out early morning, don't just do an Uber, do a airport transfer because they're going to be there. It's usually going to have more space. They know the whole thing and they get there. They understand the process versus some dude that rolls up and go, oh, hop in. I just dropped off some puking club kids and I'll hop in. I do think the airport transfer things are very nice.
Andrew says, have you ever flown on EasyJet or Ryanair? I've heard they're both terrible, with Ryanair being the worst of the two. Yes. But you know what?
I love EasyJet.
We were just on EasyJet
I love EasyJet.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, EasyJet's great. I love them.
It's cheap. It's fine. Is it bells and whistles? No, but who cares? I get to go somewhere for 50 euros.
Think of it this way. It's a public bus with wings, and then you're okay. Like they get you there for those. Ryanair does have more things, but here's the thing. If you're going to Europe, those low-cost Ryanair and EasyJet have driven out so many other carriers that sometimes your only option. Like I'm not the biggest fan of Ryanair, but it was my only option from Krakow to Rome. Otherwise, I had to go to Krakow to Amsterdam, then down to Rome. I'm like, no, I'm going to just go down and boom, you have to do that.
It happens. Okay, so Ocean Wanderer says, how do you guys manage trips every year? Last trip, my wife and I spent thousands. I assume planning a year or more in advance is best. Yes, planning ahead helps us definitely save
control cost. Yes,
a good amount of money
with transportation, accommodation, flights, booking early. We save thousands.
1, 2, we get to write some of this off. I mean,
well, some of it,
but
here's the thing.
That helps.
But it does help.
It's like writing a coupon.
Because for those who don't know. So, like, if you leave a super chat, we get some of that, but the government takes part of it. We get taxed on that. And then if you see the ads that run, like we don't do sponsorships. Well, we do, but no one wants to go with us because we're like
we would do them.
We would do them, but like I mean, there's brands that we use, and they've reached out to us, and I'm like, hey, I would love. I already we'll send you the I already have it. I've got 2 of them. They're awesome. They're like, yeah, make the video, send us. We'll tell you what to change. I'm like, oh,
you don't do that.
You want an ad. If you want an ad, that's different. I want to give it honest stuff so our followers can always believe us. So I have friends of mine that have like literally channels that are literally 1/10 of our size that make more money than us because they do that. But I'm like, look, I'd rather focus on giving honest travel advice without like the like sellout kind of stuff. And so we do that. And so like, but the thing is, so most of our revenue comes from the ads that show up on YouTube videos. So if you didn't know that. So if you ever watch the video, let the ads roll a little bit. Give us 30 seconds.
When you watch more than half the ad, we get a fraction of a penny. And we appreciate that fraction of a penny because it allows us to travel and make more videos for you.
Yeah. Because like and the thing is we support a lot because I used to edit all the videos. Back in the day, I edited all the videos. Now I film all the video. Well, I film all the videos. I write up the scripts. Jocelyn helps me with the edit, like with the ideas and stuff. So we have that. Lots of
background things.
Yeah, and she's my sounding board for sure. Like I don't know how else I call it. Like she's my sounding wall, like sounding. Poor thing. She's like, I'm just trying to be outside enjoying the nice weather. I'm like, hey, I got this idea for a video.
He kind of never stops.
Yeah, I never stop.
Caleb's some.
Oh, cool. And so, anyway, so we do that. So, like, the ad revenue comes to is where the most revenue is, and that helps us pay for these things. So
that's the big answer right there. That was a really long answer. I have a cat, Francis.
I have a cat.
Been traveling for a year with him. Haven't had much of a chance to watch lately, but your suggestions have always been great. We knew it was you, honey. Yeah. So cats.
That is one thing because, like, I see stuff for dogs. People travel, but I don't see a lot of people travel with cats.
Here's the thing: like, I don't know. They don't go on leashes. Thank you. So, Francis, like in my mind, I was thinking you had a small dog and you could put it on a leash. I don't know. Is your cat leash trained? Because then I would be very comfortable with that. But there are always pet hotels everywhere, or pet friendly.
And pet friendly, especially because millennials have less children and a lot more pets.
It's coming up more.
In the U.S., you can take your pets anywhere. It's great. Yeah. Europe's getting a bit better, but like in the U.S., I mean, it's almost easier to travel with pets than kids. Kicking it country. Hey, it was good to see you too, and Helen. On the Pastor Preach the Church by the River.
Yep.
That was a fun service.
Nice
Thank you for that.
Thank
yeah,
you
we had
for
a good
that.
time. We had a good time.
That was very cool.
Yeah, so our buddy Darian, Magnificent Germany. Magnificent Journey with Darian.
Yep.
He does an event every year in Helen, Georgia, where they go around and give in Helen,
7
Georgia.
years running.
Yeah, then basically Helen, Georgia, it's like, hey, our industry isn't here anymore. We're going all in on making ourselves look like Germany. They do a fantastic job. We have a good time with
it. It's fun, and I loved it. Anyway, so we met some really great people there.
Yeah, and he was one. That's awesome.
Hey,
Kim. Closest world music. Jim and Harriet, how are you guys handling the increased cost of airfares these days, Jim and Harriet? Okay,
we bought all our tickets really early before things went crazy.
Honestly, so I saw. Okay, so when it comes to Europe travel, I bought our tickets for this summer in December, and what I used to pay like $1,500 for tickets, $2,000 for tickets, I was getting for $1,000. I'm like, oh, the demand for travel is way down. Like for Europe from the U.S. I was like, oh wow. And then once the conflict happened in Iran, I was like, oh, because we're like, oh, we're trying to think if we bring Caleb's girlfriend with us or something. And I was like, oh my God, the prices blew up. And so now we're looking at things, and like, since I buy so much stuff ahead, I like by December, I literally have pretty much purchased all my flights through September. So I'd already purchased everything literally through November, except if there's any last minute things. Like I flew down to Augusta, Georgia Friday for Joe Fest. I'm a G.I. Joe fan. So flew down there for that. So I used miles. That's kind of helped a bit. But yeah, the blow up in the prices, I was like, wow, I mean, prices were really good. Then I'm like, oh man. So it is tough. It is tough. And that's the thing is like when we look at costs for our flight, because someone was asked about our costs for our travels and stuff, I would really look at it like, okay, is it better for us to do something for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks? And I'm like, look, if I'm going to, like, for example, if I'm going to go, we're going to go to Southeast Asia next year. And I'm like, for us to go there, I don't know if I can do 2 trips. So instead of doing 2 trips for like 3 weeks each, let's do 1 week. Let's do 1 trip for like 6 weeks, because then I'm saving, that $2,000 per person times 4. I can save $8,000 there or something like that. So it's one of those things that when I started thinking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it gets a little bit crazy. Anyway, thank you, Alice Wonder. I appreciate the honesty. That's what we try to go for. I'm curious how you make time to film content, make time for the family while on busy trips. So what I do is I actually go film early in the morning, because like the boys like to sleep in, because they're like 20 and 15, so they like to sleep in. And so what I'll do is like I get up early because I'm old. I got to pee. So I go pee. I take a shower, get ready. 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm out. I'll film from 7 until about 10 in the morning, like with a tripod and stuff, because not a lot of people are out there. Then I go meet them, and then we go see stuff for the day. We'll go to museums, we'll do things. So it's really nice. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to do the high roll. What's going on? Is everybody okay? Oh. Tire problems on a car outside. What happened? Another car? Another cracked rim?
I don't know what our kid does to tires, but look, I have brake dust all over my hands. It's good times.
Good times. All right. Okay.
I got a flat tire for my birthday, kids, like an actual one. Yay!
On your car?
We'll talk about it later. Hey,
all right.
Thank you for the fun. We have to go deal with this.
Yes. All right. Thanks, everybody.
I appreciate all the very kind birthday wishes and everything else. Now just wish me happy AAA moments.
Oh my God. All right. Yep. All right. Okay. Well, we love you all. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here to celebrate Jocelyn's birthday with us.
Thanks,
y'all. We got in the stream to go deal with car trouble. Really?
Yeah, really.
All right. Okay. Car trouble. All right. Bye. Thank you.